Top 5. Women by zodiac sign with the gift of healing. There are women who are capable of bringing even those who have lost hope back to life. Their touch is like a warm wave that washes away pain. Their gaze is like a ray of light that pierces the darkness and touches the soul. They are not doctors or cibles or bibjords or sorceresses, but their energy heals the body, mind, and heart. They possess something that cannot be measured by science, a true gift of healing, and this gift has been with them since birth. Today, you will learn who these 5 women are according to the zodiac signs, who have a power that makes any medicine pale in comparison. Their presence relieves pain, their words calm, and their energy restores even broken souls. Some of them heal through love, others through silence, and still others with just a glance. Stay until the end, and maybe you are one of them. Subscribe so you don't miss your revelation. In a few seconds, you will find out if you carry this heavenly gift within you. The first sign of Pisces. There are women who can ease pain just by being there, even if they don't say a word. Their presence is calming, their gaze is cleansing, and their touch restores faith in goodness. That's what Pisces women are like. They have a rare gift for healing that has nothing to do with magic or rituals. Their strength lies in their natural compassion and deep understanding of human pain. They see what others do not notice and feel it long before anyone admits to their wounds. A Pisces woman does not need words to heal. She creates a field of calm around herself. People who are around her often don't even realize how she affects them, but they leave feeling lighter. She doesn't impose her help. She doesn't lecture. She doesn't persuade. She just listens, understands, and accepts. This acceptance is the key to her power. After all, true healing begins when a person feels that they are not being judged. Pisces have a unique ability to sense other people's energy so accurately that they sometimes even confuse it with their own. Their soul is like a deep sea in which any pain can dissolve. But at the same time, this is why they must protect themselves from being burned out by an excess of other people's emotions. When a woman of this sign learns to distinguish her own emotions from those of others, her power becomes limitless. Her hands seem to be made for a soothing touch. She may know nothing about medicine or spiritual practices, but her intuition is so accurate that she senses where to focus her attention. Even in the smallest things, making tea, choosing words, looking at someone, she conveys harmony that helps people recover. People around her begin to sleep more peacefully, breathe more evenly, and think more clearly. A Pisces woman is a rare type who is capable of healing not only bodies, but also souls. She is not afraid of tears, does not shy away from dark stories, and does not turn away from human weakness. On the contrary, she is drawn to where it hurts. She knows how to get to the very center of the pain, embrace it, and turn it into experience. That is why even the most withdrawn people open up around her. She doesn't need much, just to be there and watch silently. Her main trait is unconditional kindness. She sets no conditions and expects no thanks. She helps those around her because she cannot do otherwise. However, this gift has a downside. If Pisces have not learned to protect their own boundaries, they become exhausted, vulnerable to manipulation and pain that does not belong to them. Therefore, true healing begins when they allow themselves to love themselves as much as they love others. In their professional lives, they are often drawn to medicine, psychology, education, and art, anywhere where they can bring relief or inspiration to others. Their softness is not a weakness. It is a weapon that melts the hardest hearts. Even in a cold world, they retain their humanity. And this makes them true bearers of light, even if they themselves are not aware of it. In relationships, they also heal, not only their partner, but the entire space around them. When a Pisces woman loves, she creates an atmosphere in which it is easier to be yourself. Her love is not demanding, but sincere, without protective masks. She sees in a person not only what they are, but also what they can become. Her belief in the potential of others is so strong that it often becomes the impetus for major changes in the lives of those close to her. There is one thing that sets Pisces apart from everyone else. They know how to heal through art. Their words, music, drawings, or even small everyday gestures carry the energy of harmony. When they create something, there is a special softness to it that can relieve tension. It's not just a talent, it's therapy they give to the world. Sometimes women of this sign are not aware of their power, but people feel it. They are noticed in a crowd, not because of their appearance, but because of the feeling of inner peace that radiates from them. Their silence speaks louder than the words of others, and that is why those who have touched their world always return. Their gift is not a coincidence. It is a mission. They come into people's lives for a reason, to remind them that good exists. Their eyes never lie, their hands never betray, and their presence can heal even what medicine calls impossible. Pisces are a quiet force that restores balance to the world. And when the world becomes cold, they are the ones who can warm it, shape it with a warmth that needs no proof. Because their heart is a place where everyone can find peace. And this is a true gift of healing that no one can replicate. The second is Leo. There are women who seem to make the space around them warmer. Their presence gives confidence, and their gaze is full of strength that brings relief. Leo women are just like that. They don't heal with words or give the impression of gentleness, but their influence is deeper than it seems. Their gift of healing lies in their ability to awaken a person's zest for life. They don't wipe away tears, they lift them up. They don't pity, they inspire. They don't save, they show you how to become strong yourself. A Leo woman carries within her a fire that purifies. She is capable of restoring someone else's faith when everything seems destroyed. Her energy dispels the darkness, because in her presence it is impossible to remain a powerless victim. She radiates such powerful life force that those around her unconsciously begin to breathe deeper, stand straighter, and act more decisively. This is her way of healing. She gives people back their own strength. Her words are not just sounds, but impulses that activate inner movement. If a Leo woman says that someone can do something, that person really begins to overcome the impossible. She does not speak empty phrases, because her words always carry weight. And so even her silence has the energy of confidence. Her gift is not gentle therapy, but a fire that cleanses weakness, apathy, and powerlessness. A Leo woman does not tolerate self-pity, but she is always there when someone needs a push. Her presence is like a bright light after a long night. She will not allow a person to remain in darkness, but she will not lead them by the hand. She gives them a torch and makes them walk on their own. That is why those who have come under her influence at least once change their lives. Her gaze is piercing. There is no pity in it, but there is a deep understanding. She sees not only the wound, but also what a person can become if they heal. Her belief in other people's potential is so strong that even the most broken souls begin to recover. She knows how to find the spark in a person, even if only ashes remain. A Leo woman never heals through weakness. She does it through strength. Her presence makes you believe that you can start over. She carries the energy of life within her, pure, concentrated, unquenchable. And that is why, when she is around, people stop feeling sick at heart. Even those who were broken suddenly begin to laugh, work, and dream. Her influence is not gentle, but powerful, like sunlight after a storm. She is not afraid of other people's suffering because she knows that pain is temporary, but strength is forever. Her eyes see a way forward where others see a dead end. She is able to find resources in people who have long since given up. Her confidence is contagious, like a flame passing from candle to candle. And even if a Leo woman herself is going through a crisis, she will never lose her inner light. On the contrary, it is in the most difficult moments that she becomes even stronger and therefore even more capable of healing others. In her life, there are always those whom she has pulled out of darkness. And it doesn't matter whether they are friends, family, or just casual acquaintances. After meeting her, the life of each of them will never be the same again. Because she doesn't just give strength, she awakens it. And this difference is key. In their professional lives, such women often go into management, education, psychology, creativity, or charity. Wherever it is necessary to lead others, set an example, and be an inspiration, they are indispensable. They do not heal with their hands, but with their example. Their self-sufficiency is a cure for the powerlessness of those around them. Their ability to heal is evident even in the smallest details, in a voice that is impossible not to listen to, in laughter that fills the space with the energy of life, in a way of speaking that awakens self-respect. Their energy is a direct line to the sun, and everyone around them receives their ray. But at the same time, a Leo woman must learn to preserve her strength, because those who constantly heal others may forget about their own peace of mind. She must remember that even the sun must set, so as not to burn everything around it. She needs time to recover, silence, solitude, distance from the noise of the world. Only then will her fire be pure and not destroy those she is supposed to support. In relationships, she also heals, but in her own way. Her love is not gentle, but explosive. She shows her partner his strength, even when he himself does not believe in it. And when someone close to her falls, she does not cry, but looks them straight in the eye and says, "Get up." And the person gets up. Because a Leo woman never speaks words without weight. Her gift is not tenderness, but faith in life. She heals not with silence, but with movement, not with pity, but with strength. And that is why there is always a presence of energy around her that changes people. Next to her, they begin to grow, even if they did not plan to. She is like a fire that does not destroy, but creates new life. The lioness brings healing to the world through confidence, through an inner light that does not fade even in darkness. And this gift is one of the rarest, because she doesn't just help people become better, she makes them stronger than they were before. And that is why her presence is not just energy, but a source from which the world draws the strength to live on. The third sign is Virgo. A Virgo woman has a unique natural ability to heal not only the body, but also the soul. She does not use rituals or seek magical symbols. Her power lies in her touch, her gaze, and the way she speaks. In her presence, people feel calm, as if the world around them suddenly becomes softer and warmer. She heals not with spells, but with the harmony she carries within herself. Her heart works like a delicate mechanism that detects the slightest deviations in the state of others, and she effortlessly finds a way to restore balance. Her gift manifests itself in small things, in the way she serves a cup of tea, touches a shoulder, listens silently. People are drawn to her without understanding what makes them open their hearts. But Virgo knows her calling is to restore, rebuild, and bring life back where it is fading. She has a sharp mind, but her true strength lies not in analysis, but in her ability to sense when a person is on the brink. She can see pain even where others see a smile. In her hands, ordinary water becomes alive, and ordinary words become medicine. She knows how to give meaning to what seems meaningless. Her ability lies in bringing order to energies, thoughts, and physical states. Where there is chaos, she brings clarity. Where there is sadness, she opens the way to peace. Her healing energy is logic wrapped in love. Even when she is silent, it becomes easier to breathe around her. She senses when a person needs to be alone and when they need to feel the presence of another. Her words are never random. She reads pain like a musician reads a score. She knows when to touch and when to just be there. And everyone who has ever received her support has felt that it is more than just care. It is a subtle energy of renewal, capable of penetrating the deepest cracks of the soul. Her intuition is as precise as a scalpel, but as soft as silk. When Virgo is around, the body begins to calm down. The heart evens out its rhythm, and thoughts become clearer. Her energy is not subject to chaotic emotions, but to inner discipline, so she never gives more than is needed. She knows how to maintain balance without exhausting herself. This woman heals with silence. She does not promise miracles, but her presence is already a miracle. Even in conversation with her, you can feel something inside you beginning to heal. People often do not realize that Virgo is working with their energy field. She just listens, and the pain recedes. She does not seek recognition. She is not interested in the role of a savior. Her goal is harmony. She does not tolerate unnecessary emotions. She does not confuse compassion bias with weakness. She heals with her mind and order. Where others get tangled up in empathy, she already sees the path to balance. She has cold hands, but warm energy. She can embrace with words. She is the one who knows that true healing begins not with advice, but with understanding. Her inner sensitivity is like an X-ray that sees through the shell of phrases and actions. She knows that pain does not always require tears, but sometimes just silence and space. She has a rare gift. She knows how to refrain from interfering when another's soul is undergoing trials. Her strength lies in patience. She does not break or coerce, but allows time and experience to do their work. There have been many moments in her life when she remained silent instead of comforting, and that was the best cure. Her love is restrained but deep. She is not one to heal demonstratively. Her support lies in structure, stability, and the feeling that there is someone nearby who will not let you down. This is her gift. She restores faith in the world through order. When Virgo gets tired, the world also seems to slow down because her inner energy maintains balance around her. She can bring a person back to life without any physical touch, just with a correctly spoken word, a precise gesture, a look that shows no pity, but deep acceptance. Her gift is not accidental. It is formed by years of self-discipline, observation, and awareness. And even when she herself needs help, her energy continues to heal others. Because she is not just a woman, She is a natural healing mechanism, created to remind the world that harmony is also medicine. The fourth sign is Aries. Aries women are like fire that purifies and revives. Their healing power comes not from silence, but from action. They don't just watch, they act. They don't wait for the pain to go away on its own, but tear it out by the roots, bringing people out of darkness and into the light. In her hands, energy moves like a stream of living flame that burns away weakness and leaves only vitality. When Aries is around, it feels like fresh air is being poured into your lungs. Her word is a command to body and spirit. Her energy lifts even those who have long lost hope. She does not heal with tenderness, she heals with determination. Her way of helping is not to calm you down, but to make you remember who you are. She challenges fear, fatigue, and self-destruction. Her energy is renewal through awakening. When there is stagnation around, she bursts in like lightning, changing the atmosphere. People around her feel the desire to live reignite in their hearts. Her presence burns away apathy like fire burns dry grass, leaving room for new growth. She may speak harshly, but it is these words that become the key to rebirth. Her truth is direct, sometimes painful, but it always heals. Because her goal is not to pity, but to save. And she knows that true healing often begins with a blow of truth. There is no pity in her gaze, there is challenge and faith. She believes in the power of people, even when everyone else has given up. She does not allow herself to fall, not because she is afraid of weakness, but because she knows that weakness is only a temporary state. In her presence, you want to act, move, change your life. She heals through movement, through struggle, through reminding us that life is not silence, but a flame that must be kept alive. Her energy is not gentle, it is hot. But that is why it works where other methods are powerless. When Aries touches someone with her soul, something primal awakens in the body, a thirst for life. She does not allow you to give up. Her words sound like a push, her presence, like an explosion of strength. People who have lost faith remember when they are near her that they have a heart that can still beat. She awakens them to life not with prayer, but with the energy of action. Her way of helping is to pull a person out of the abyss with the power of her own spirit. She never tires because her energy is an endless source of movement. Even when she herself is wounded, she continues to fight, and it is through this struggle that she heals others. Her gift is not peace, but strength. Not silence, but impulse. Not consolation, but faith that everything can be changed. She does not cure pain. She helps you go through it. Because she knows that pain is a fire that purifies. And if you endure it, new energy is born. That is why those she touches come out of crisis stronger. She is able to bring back to life those who no longer see meaning. She doesn't ask why you fell. She reaches out her hand and says, "Go." And this command has magical power. Her confidence is contagious. Her determination is infectious. People begin to act, to change, to take risks. And that is where their healing lies. Because Aries carries the energy of rebirth. In her heart is a flame that never goes out. She can be direct. She can seem harsh. But in her directness is truth. And this truth saves. She does not allow you to drown in regret. She pulls you up, even if it means going through pain. Her path is the path of awakening. She heals through the energy of life. Her presence is like dawn after a long night, not gentle, not slow, but sudden, bright. blinding, but bringing light. Her gift is not in soft words, but in the fact that she herself is an example: how to get up after a fall, how to fight, how not to give up. She heals through her own strength, and everyone who has seen her overcome difficulties at least once feels that if she can do it, so can I. She doesn't just heal, she ignites life where it was fading, and this fire that she carries never goes out in those she has touched. The fifth sign is Capricorn. A Capricorn woman possesses a rare inner strength that cannot be taught. Her gift of healing comes from a cool head and a warm heart. She does not heal with her hands. She heals with structure, stability, and confidence, which she radiates even when she is silent. Chaos fades away around her, anxiety loses its meaning, and people begin to breathe more calmly, as if feeling that the world is once again standing on a solid foundation. She does not impose her help, but her presence is more effective than any intervention. Her gift is not just the ability to soothe pain, but a deep understanding of how to restore life to its former shape when everything around has fallen apart. The Capricorn woman carries within her the energy of the earth, pure, cold, and stable. She does not promise miracles, but she creates them when she takes control of the situation. Her strength lies in logic, but this logic is strangely enlivened by compassion. She sees human pain not as something terrible, but as a mechanism that can be restored. For her, broken is not destroyed, but temporarily malfunctioning. And this is the magic of her healing. She does not wipe away tears, but helps to understand why they appeared and what to do next. The Capricorn woman has the ability to heal not only the body, but also the mind. She knows how to restore logic to the heart of those who are lost in their emotions. People who have been touched by her presence often admit that after meeting her, they want to act, change, correct, and become better. Her strength is discipline, but not cold, rather warm, aimed at harmony. When someone is sick around her, she does not rush about. She observes, breaks down the situation into components, like a doctor of life. Her eyes are a diagnostic tool that sees not symptoms, but the essence. If she is silent, it is not indifference, it is concentration. She waits for the moment to say the very words that will become medicine. And when they are spoken, the pain loses its power. Her voice is firm, but behind it lies wisdom gained through trials. The Capricorn woman has gone through her own storms, so she is not afraid of others. Her calmness is not innate, but hard-earned, and that is why it has therapeutic power. Even those who have lost faith in themselves begin to remember who they are when they are with her. Her gaze is like a mirror that reflects not weakness, but potential. She does not pull people out of pain. She shows them the way out and waits for them to get up on their own. And this is the highest level of healing, when strength is not imposed, but transmitted by example. Capricorn women often do not realize their gift. For them, it is natural to help, structure, and support. But the world reacts to her as a stabilizing impulse. Next to her, you want to pull yourself together, live in an orderly manner, and think clearly. She radiates order, and this order heals. Her energy is like dry air after a storm, clean, transparent, filled with fresh oxygen. And even if she passes by silently, she leaves a trace of calm. Her love is therapy, her firmness is care, her silence is a prescription. A Capricorn woman is an architect of restoration, capable of healing the world by simply rebuilding it brick by brick. She does not need gratitude. Her reward is seeing how the world stands more evenly after her. And while others seek miracles, she is already creating them with her daily choice to be a pillar of support. Because her gift is not magic, but an internal system where everything works: calmness, strength, patience, responsibility. And this system heals everyone who has ever entered her orbit.